Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving another question from the list that I have shared in the starting of this playlist. Sorry, so if you don't have idea what we are doing here, we in this playlist we are solving all those questions which are related to each other, so that we can able to build patterns and able to retain all the standard process and methods, so that we can able to crack any of the interview and able to solve any kind of question. So let's start solving this question as well, and I would suggest that you can watch out my previous video as well, because only then you will able to build patterns and able to memorize all the standard processes and methods, and only then you can able to like take full advantage of this playlist. So let's start solving this question as well. So in this question, what we have given an array and a power. So the each element in this array is representing a token. So what is the catch in this question is that we have to we can play in two ways, either with face up or either with face down. If we will be playing face up, then our power will get reduced to the value that is given at that index, and otherwise if we are placing facing down, then our score will be getting reduced by 1, and we will able to gain that power that is present at that given index. So let's take this array as an example so that you can able to understand this. That is 100, 200, 300 and 400. So that is 100, 200, then 300, then 400, and then is there 500? No. And the power is 200. So the power is 200. So what is meant by face and face up and face down? So if you are playing face up, then uh, if you are playing this face up, that is given here. So if your current power is at least token I, you may play token losing token I power and gaining one score. So this is your given power, and if you will be playing face up, then your power will get reduced by this value which is present at that index. So your new power will become 100 and your score will become 1, as you have play this token as face up. Now if you are playing face down, then if you are playing face down, suppose you have playing face down with 400, then you will be gaining this 400 as your new power. So your new power will become 100 plus 400, that is 500, and your score will get reduced by 1, that will become 0, as it is first in the starting. So now what you can do now what we have to do, we have to return this maximum score. So for that, what we can do, we can play this face up and then this face up as well. So our power will become 500 minus 200, and our score will become 2, sorry 1, and then again we will play this token as face up as well. So our new power will become, score will become a 2, and our power will become 0, and also the length of the array is also uh, we have traversed the full array as well. So this is the way that the question asked us to solve this question. And now what we can do to solve this, of course we will be using two pointer approach, as we are currently on two pointer approach. So what we can do, we can sort this array first, and then this is the smallest token, this is the highest token. Now if our power is sufficient, then we can play face up obviously, and then after playing this face up, we can track a maximum score. And if we will like lacking the power, then we can play face down, so our power will get increased. But additionally, what we have to do, like if we have insufficient power as well, and the score is also 0, then we have to return. And otherwise if we have having sufficient power, then we can play face up and increment our score. And also we have to keep track of the maximum score as well, because in the forward of the array, this score will get minimized or become 0 as well. uh, so that we don't want, we want that the maximum score that we have gathered using playing face up or face down. So this is the concept that we will be using here. So let's solve this as well. So first what we have to do, we have to sort this array. So arrays dot sort, and then we will be passing, let's name this array as a num array, so that we don't have to write tokens again and again. And then after sorting this array, let's make two pointer that will going to be start is equal to 0, and will be pointing to array dot length, and then -1, so -1. Okay, and then result that will going to be 0 in the start, and the maximum score that we have to return, that will going to be 0 as well. Now let's use the two pointer approach. So start should be less than or equals to end, and then what we have to do, we have to check uh, if the current token that we are on, that will going to be that this will going to be array, and then start if the current index that is for this array, if this is less than the power, so array start is less than or equals to the power, then this is the case where we can play face up, so that we can gain score. So for that we can increment a result, so result plus plus, and then start plus plus, as we have to move forward into the array, and then we have to increment a result as well, that we have already done. Now we have to keep track of maximum score. So maximum score, and then this will going to be math dot max of maximum score, and then result. So this will keep track of the maximum score that we have gathered. Now in the else if condition, that will going to be if we don't have sufficient amount of power, so what we can do, we can play face down and gain some power. So for that we can use, if this result is greater than 0, we have to check also if our score is greater than 0. Otherwise we have to return, like if we don't have score and also our power is minimized, then we can't play. So that's why we are checking this. So if this result is greater than 0, then what we have to do, we have to decrement the end counter, and then and here also we have to do the power, uh, as we have to decrement the power as we have played face up. So for that we can use minus is equals to array start, so this will decrement the power value, and here also we have to increment the power. So power is equals to plus is equals to array end, and then we can decrement the end counter, and then result minus minus also, as we have used that score, and then we have gained that power. And in this we just have to do this only. And in the else part, if either of the condition is not met, then obviously we have to break out from the loop, as now there is neither we have the sufficient power nor we have the score to play further. So that's why we have to return. Now in the last we just have to return this maximum score. Okay, so I think this will solve the problem. Okay, now let's try to run this as well. Okay, so all the test cases have been processed. Now let's try to submit this as well. Okay, so it is accepted. There is some network issue. Okay, so we have successfully solved this question. See you in the next video. Bye.